Well, hello! Today we're speeding with the Speed Champions for summer 2021. A full lineup was revealed. Welcome to the Cool Factor. This is Mike. Let's get into it. Originally shown by the JB Spielwaren, I think that's how you read it in German. Now on the brickfan.com. Thank you so much, Brickfan. Check out all the links are below. We have the Koenigsegg Jesco, set number 76900, 280 pieces for €20 or $20. That's gonna be the usual price tag for these Speed Champs. We're continuing with the 8-stud white design, and this is the hypercar. Obviously, Speed Champions is known for tapping into hypercars a lot over the life course of the team. The Koenigsegg is especially difficult of a car to create in the Lego form, just because it has some really aerodynamic shapes and crazy shaping and curves and all this stuff. So if Lego can kind of attempt that with the bricks they have at the 8-stud design, you can see there's some clever building techniques here. It's not gonna be like super accurate, but I think like with what they're working with and trying to keep that design with the brick form, I think they're doing this very well. There's even a lime green color cleaver piece right in the middle to showcase that split of the front air intake for the Koenigsegg. It's a very crazy hypercar. I don't think that's even road legal. I think that might be a track car actually. I'm not very familiar with the Jesco. It's kind of like a new design from Koenigsegg, but they're always known for some crazy hypercars. Overall, I think it's nice. I would love to see a form of hypercar like this in the form of the Lamborghini Scion from Technic maybe in the future, or maybe a giant creator supercar, hypercar like this. But so far so good in the Speed Champs. 8 studs white are working. Maybe not as nearly as much as a bigger design would do, but still what we got is decent. And I think this is gonna be a decent set. Maybe not the best looking one of all the Speed Champs, but I wanna see, like, hold in my hands to see what they did and how they attempted that whole thing. The next one, oh, maybe just this closer shot. So from this angle, it also looks pretty decent, and we have some cool rims on top of that. We have a bit of a darker gray color and much more like a dark silver gunmetal color with that, and a minifigure of Koenigsegg racing jumpsuit on top of that with a branding on it. So that's how Speed Champs rocks lately. Next one up, we have Toyota GR Supra 76901 with 299 pieces for also €20 or $20. Now this one I don't like nearly as much because of, I mean, the Supra is a cool shaped car. Basically, we just had the comeback of the Supra in Toyota lineup. That was a car that wasn't present in the manufacturer's lineup for quite a while now. It was cancelled in, I think, in the 80s or in the 90s. But now we have the comeback in, this is the custom Toyota Gazoo racing version. So looking at this, especially the track shot on the right, the back is so blocky. I don't think the Supra is as blocky as we see here. We have the custom exhaust for the racing version, of course, but looking even at the front, like here's the front right in the corner here, and here's the front of the set. I think it's a bit too bulky for the Supra, and I don't like that we have kind of like a stickered headlights. Yeah, like the gaps will be visible. You have to be very careful on applying them, and it's not gonna look that good. So I'm not the biggest fan of this set, honestly, personally speaking. I like the Supra as one of the most legendary, like small truck cars, or just like a speedy, consumer cars. But in this case, I don't think they nailed it very well, even though they had all the 8-stud wide design to work with. This one is not as fun as the Koenigsegg or the ones that will follow. So that's just my opinion. So let me know, of course, what you think in the comments section below. Here's the shot from the top. Kind of looks better, but like the wheels are kind of like off scale, off proportions. I like the rims that we're getting in this case too, but I'm not really sure about that one that much. So long hood might help the looks, but it doesn't really appeal that much to me as the previous Koenigsegg or the ones that are to follow. Let's move on. We have the McLaren Elva 76902, 263 pieces with €20 or $20 price tag. Now McLaren is known for beautiful cars and unorthodox, unusual designs, and this is also the case. As my chat was mentioning to me during the live stream on Bricks and Coffee, this one does not have the windshield because it's a track car. It's not a legal road car. You have to wear a helmet to ride this, so there is no windshield involved. I think that's for aerodynamics, whatever. But what I like is the color scheme. Of course, blue is my favorite color, so that kind of checks out. And looking at the box, we have some insane build for the back. Here's the shot of the Elva on the side. It's a beautiful. I love McLaren cars because they're so well looking. And I gotta say that the 8-stud design really serves well for the interior. We get bucket seats with stickers. This looks like a phone, as a chat mentioned to me. I do agree. I think there's an electronic display, just like in a Tesla or something in the middle. And I just like that you can totally comfortably position too many figures in there. And that's what 8 studs are bringing to the table. And I think that's the biggest trait from that wider design for sure. But yeah, I really like that look from the back. It's kind of like futuristic, crazy, insane, just like the McLaren's cars are, and it just looks fun. And from the top, it looks just interesting. It's gonna be a very different Speed Champs car on your shelf for sure once you get to it. I really like the minifigure. There's, I think, a McLaren hoodie in there. She has some khaki pants, and overall, it's gonna be a fun set to have. And I do like the attempt of the shaping they did, even though it's kind of like a weird looking car overall, but still good approach. Next we have Chevrolet Corvette C8R race car and the 1968 Chevrolet Corvette in a set number 761903, 512 pieces for $40. So we got the first dual set of the recording. And oh my, I gotta say that red Corvette looks beautiful. This is the Stingray. I thought it wasn't a Stingray, but it is a Stingray. You can see the sticker on the side. That is the famous Corvette Stingray. I don't know why they did not mention that in the name, because Stingray is such a household name for the Corvette. And I think this is the Stingrays used to be like the car of the astronaut, as I think they were portrayed in the back. In the 60s, in the past, in the 70s, when the space shuttle and the Apollo missions were all in effect, and hot commodities, and the space program was there. I think the Corvette Stingray was the car of choice for many astronauts, as the symbol of status of sorts, and like the coolness that were connected to those cars was a thing, of course. So we got those. This one wins the cake. I like the modern version too, but I think just for this build, this is a set I truly want. Too many figures, classic guy there with a Corvette t-shirt, and I think that's like a leather jacket to go with that. I think that's a gal, actually, that's a girl. Yeah, and really cool rims on top of that. I think those are custom rims made for that one. I've never seen that piece before. So the Stingray is definitely a must-have for people who just like classic cars, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Mopar Dodge SRT. That was probably the longest set name I've seen in a while. But let's read that. Mopar Dodge SRT Top Fuel Dragster and a 1970 Dodge Challenger TA in a set number 76904. Now this is not new. It has 627 pieces for €60 or $60. But this set, I talked about it in the past because it was briefly available, I think, in a retailer in Canada, and some people actually got it and showed on to the internet. So we did see that before, and I will repeat myself. The dragster is awesome build. I gotta say, in a set like this, it overshadows the Dodge, the other Dodge. The color scheme is cool here. Is that Challenger or the Charger? I keep mixing them up. Challenger. I keep mixing it up with the Charger. The color scheme is cool, but the shape of the dragster and the sticker work for that kind of like honeycomb carbon fiber look really takes the cake here and looks awesome. It might be one of the best looking dragsters we've seen. That's the A-Wing canopy from Star Wars. I noticed that canopy is the same we get in the A-Wing playset builds. And there's a really cool Dodge like jumpsuit for the lady driving the roadster, the dragster, and a cool like mechanic kind of look here with the also jacket. It's gonna be a good set overall, and yeah, we've seen that one before, so let's move on. And this one I think is the really good flagship for $50. We've got the Ford GT Heritage Edition and Bronco R in a set number 76905, 660 pieces, €50 or $50. Ford just reiterated the Bronco. I think they just launched it like a month or two ago. The Bronco brand, the Bronco name came back as the ultimate 4x4 Ford vehicle, and this one is an awesome build. I gotta say, I'm not that much into 4x4 vehicles or off-roaders for that reason, but this one, especially in that like Arizona, like the Valley of the Giants setting, Utah, you know, California desert, I think that's Utah. That's more like a Utah than Arizona. This setting, the commercial was shot in this setting exactly, so they knew what they were doing, and that box art is really awesome. And the GT is just a beautiful build in that teal and orange. Oh boy, yes, so this is a must-have set from Speed Champs. I really want to get this one. I think it's beautiful. It's one of the best looking attempts at a Speed Champs car for me. Just looks beautiful, and the Bronco is also very well made. I mean, all the good things I can say about this. This is the clear winner in that Speed Champs line, and definitely something I'm looking forward to seeing for sure. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I wonder what the 2069 says, like means on the Bronco. I'm not sure. Maybe there's an Easter egg in there, but definitely contrast is there. Minifigs are good. They're not really the emphasis of any of the Speed Champs sets, but they're there just to have a driver. The Bronco has a roll cage inside, you can see. It's more like a performance version, off-roady performance version, of course. The color scheme of Dr. Disrespect, just think about it, you know, black and red. I think it's a car that Dr. Disrespect, my favorite streamer, would totally drive, and it's there for sure. And yeah, that still looks awesome. So definitely a winner in this wave, in my opinion, and the set to get if I had to choose one. All right, went through the Speed Champs. What do you guys think? Bronco, beautiful. I'm not even a 4x4 guy, but the Bronco is awesome. The GT40 that goes, the Ford GT with that one also is amazing. I think the Supra is the loser here. I don't really like that Supra for some reason. It's just a weird looking car, but I really want that Bronco wins. And the Dragster set is also something to look forward to. I think strong wave, even due to the fact that the Speed Champs was kind of delayed this year. We had no information what's going on. We thought they were cancelled for a while. We thought that LEGO is abandoning Speed Champions for some reason, but it's not the case. They just took their time, and I think it's a bit of a different design process now because they're 8 studs wide. So I think the usual launch cycle for Speed Champs is altered, and it's not coming back, like the old cycle is not coming back. So we're probably gonna see lesser updates, like less frequent updates from Speed Champs year by year, but still the sets are coming, and LEGO is not abandoning a theme that is selling so well, because I think Speed Champs are still widely popular. Alright, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, hit the like, subscribe, and all this stuff, and maybe become a Cool Fan member, because you can support me that way if you wish to do so. I thank you all for watching. It was Mike, the Cool Factor. See you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.